Welcome to this explainer of the GoldMining Loonie USDCAD study series. We're diving straight into episode 04 today, unpacking the complete trading performance for week 22 of 2026. If you've been tracking this account with us, you already know we prioritize absolute transparency. So let's get right into exactly how the algorithm navigated the market this week. But before we look at the MetaTrader 5 data, let's anchor ourselves in the core philosophy driving this documentary series. Real accounts, real risk, real progression. We aren't here to analyze theoretical backtests or simulated what-if gains. We're here to watch a live mechanical system interact with actual market conditions. Section 1, Week 22 Summary, Consistent Progression. Looking at the headline numbers, the account locked in a very calm, methodical 0.47% weekly gain. In absolute terms, that's exactly 15.45 cents in profit. Now, while those figures might seem modest on a cent account scale, what we're really focusing on here is the consistency. We had a remarkably low weekly drawdown of just 0.39%, which quietly nudges our total lifetime growth up to 33.45%. It just proves that steady progression is highly achievable without resorting to massive, over-leveraged swings. When we pull up the summary dashboard straight from the terminal, that exceptionally low 0.39% maximum drawdown really stands out. It signals a system that's completely at peace with the market. There was absolutely zero scrambling to recover underwater positions this week. Section 2, Trade Execution, 2 Precise Moves. Looking under the hood, the algorithm was incredibly selective. It pinpointed and executed exactly 2 positions, both of them going long on the USDCAD pair. The result? A 100% win rate for the week with absolutely zero realized losses. Just 2 highly precise strikes, and then it stepped away. Reviewing the execution logs, you can see the first buy order secured 6.73 cents, and the second order captured 8.44 cents. Factor in a tiny positive swap of 0.28 cents, and we arrive perfectly at our 15.45 total gross profit for the week. Now, plotting these on the 15-minute chart really illustrates the story. During week 22, USDCAD was getting pulled in several directions by macroeconomic forces. We had shifting Federal Reserve interest rate expectations, evolving outlooks from the Bank of Canada, ongoing fluctuations in the oil markets, and just broader US dollar sentiment. Despite all that noise, the system read the price action beautifully. It captured that upward momentum without exposing the account to any artificial drama. Section 3, Risk Profile, Maintaining Stability. Of course, sustainable trading relies heavily on capital preservation. By looking at the minimal deposit load alongside that incredibly flat drawdown curve, we can visually verify the algorithm's strict exposure limits. Notice how there are virtually no deep spikes or valleys here. To put a number on it, the deposit load barely even registered, sitting right around 0.02%. That reflects a heavily controlled framework. It is quite literally the exact opposite of those aggressive high-anxiety recovery systems or martingale grids you often see. It's measured, and it's highly defensive. As a direct result of that defensive posture, the floating equity line remained entirely stable from Monday to Friday. The account faced very limited drawdown pressure, making this week just another calculated, drama-free step forward. Section 4, Lifetime Progression, the Macro View. Zooming out for a moment, we have to remember where this all began. Originating from a modest $25 challenge, which is 2,500 cents on this broker setup, the account balance has now methodically climbed to 3,292.39 cents. And importantly, our current equity is resting safely at $3,154.50. That brings the total lifetime growth of the system to an impressive 33.45%, methodically earning back a third of your initial capital through entirely automated, low-risk execution is exactly the kind of progression we set out to document. But it's vital to be transparent about the entire journey. While the system did weather a historical 26% maximum drawdown early in its deployments, current conditions tell a very different story. The algorithm has matured, and we're now seeing a stabilized consistency where weekly drawdowns routinely sit comfortably below 1%. Tracking the lifetime growth against the drawdown trajectory visually proves that maturation. You can clearly see how that early volatility has smoothed out completely, transitioning into a reliable, steady ascent. Section 5, The Objective, Road to 10,000. With the balance resting securely at $3,292.39, the account is steadily marching toward its ultimate milestone, trade by trade, week by week. That objective remains absolute. We intend to reach a compounded balance of 10,000 cents, or $100, to definitively prove the system's long-term viability before we even consider any potential public signal deployment. We're earning the track record first.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question as we head into week 23. With shifting global economics and unpredictable central banks, will this methodical, algorithmic patience continue to shield the account from market chaos? Keep following the data with us, and we'll find out together.